SAT, Test 1, Section 4. We're going to attempt to do 15 through 19 or so. So number 15, the graph above displays the total cost C in dollars of running a boat for 8 hours. What does the C-intercept represent in the graph? Fairly easy problem. We look, this is the total cost. The total cost for 0 hours would be $5. So even if you don't stay in the boat very long, you still have to pay $5. So that would stand for the initial cost of running the boat. So that would be A. Now, which of the following represents the relationship between H and C? We're still referring to this graph over here. So we know the y-intercept is 5. So we know it has to be one of these two because these have y-intercepts of 5. So we cross these out. And next thing we note is the slope. Now this is tricky. Even if you know what you're doing, you could miss this one. You're going to find the slope by using rise over run from one point to the other point. So if we start here, this is 5. If we went up 1, 2, 3, we would get to this point over here. So we're rising 3. Now here's the tricky part. You're running 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you could think it's this one, rise 3, run 4, except look at the scale at the bottom. This is only 1. So you're rising 3 and actually only running 1. So your slope is, your equation is that one. All right, the next one, the complete graph of the function f is shown in the xy plane above. For what values of x is the value f of x at its minimum? Okay, f of x stands for the function. The number in parentheses stands for the x values crossed here. So where's the minimum? We can all see it's right there, right? So what value of x is it at its minimum? You just count over 1, 2, 3. It's negative 3. So the answer is negative 3. That was easy. It's always easy when you watch someone do it, though, isn't it? All right, next one. All right, there's only 2 on this page. In the xy plane, if 0, 0 is a solution to the system of inequalities above, which of the following relationships between A and B must be true? So I'm going to put 0, 0 in for x and y. I'm going to say 0 is less than A, because if x is 0, we just have A left. And 0 is greater than B. So this is saying A, if 0 is less than A is a positive number, but B is less than 0, so B is a negative number. So B has to be less than A, or A has to be greater than B, if you look over here. So A is greater than B. That was actually pretty easy. All right, they get harder, don't worry. How many missed that one? We still had 10 people miss that problem. So I guess it wasn't easy, but that's just, it's a solution. So if it says it's a solution, you can just plug it in for x and y. The next one, number 19. Only 5 people missed this one. Interesting. A food truck sells salad for $6.50 each and drinks for $2 each. The food truck's revenue from selling a total of 209 salads and drinks in one day was $836.50. How many salads were sold? Okay, you can do it the algebraic way. The algebraic way is a salad is $6.50, so $6.50 times a salad plus $2 times a drink is going to equal $836.50. The total number of salads plus drinks is going to equal 209. That's the number of salads and drinks. And then you do a long, complicated, something's telling me that you guys didn't do it this way. But what I did was I'm probably going to spare you all the details of this, but I solved it for drinks because we're trying to figure out how many salads. So I'm going to solve it for drinks. It's 209 minus the salads. And then I took this and I put it in there for the 2. So I got $6.50 S plus 2 times 209 minus S equals $836.50. And if you solve this whole thing, we're going to get eventually 450 equals, I can't really read my writing right now, we're going to get 93. Somehow I lost my writing along the way, so when we solve this, we get 93. Now, an easier way to do this is if there's a total of 209 salads and drinks in one day was sold, how many salads were sold? So these are the number of salads down here. One of them is the right number of salads. So I'm just going to go to the right answer. We wanted to save time. So you figure out if there's 93 salads, that means there has to be 116 drinks. And we can do A. We can take the calculator here. 209 minus 77. So this is going to be 132 drinks. So you can just check them and see if you get the right total. So if you had 77 salads at $6.50 each, plus 132 drinks at $2 each, and we added these in your calculator, 77 times 6.5 plus 132 times 2, it equals $764.50. But it said that we made $836, so this one's wrong. So I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to take 93, that's the number of salads, times the price of a salad is $6.50, plus, now we would have 116 drinks times $2, and we put that in our calculator, and it turns out to be $836.50. So this is a good example of how working from the answers is actually better than doing all this complicated work that I did. Let's look at the next one. Alma bought a laptop computer at a store that gave a 20% discount off its original price. The total amount she paid to the cashier was P dollars, including 8% sales tax on the discounted price. Which of the following represents the original price of the computer in terms of P? So, surprisingly, only 7 of you missed this one. I thought this one would be a little bit harder. So what I did was I put the original price, I'm going to call it price original, is equal to $100. She got 20% off of that. So every time you do a percent problem, you pick 100 for your starting amount. It makes it really easy. You're going to take 20% off of that. So if I subtract off 20, that's why you work with 100. It's easy to work with. You're going to get 80. Plus, we're going to add on to it the 8% tax. So we're going to add on to that 80 times 1.08, and we're going to get $86.40. All right. Now, what I did from here is which of the following represents the original price? Well, I'm going to take this amount and I'm going to plug it into these equations and see which one gives me 100. So if I put it into D, I get 86.4. That's the price. That's not the original price. And I'm going to get 0.8 times 1.08. It's going to come out to be 100, which is the price that I put in. You guys maybe were able to do it without using the 100 and working through numbers, so it doesn't look like it was that difficult of a problem for you. But 7 of you still missed it. So when I do these, I always pick 100. I pick a number, I get an answer, and then I plug it back into the equations. We can talk more about this in class. All right, last one for this video is the data in the table above were produced by a sleep researcher studying the number of dreams people recall when asked to record their dreams for 1 week. Group X consisted of 100 people who observed early bedtimes. Group Y consisted of 100 people who observed later bedtimes. If a person is chosen at random from those who recalled at least one dream, what is the probability that the person belonged to Group Y? So, we are going to, they have to recall at least one dream. So all these guys are out. We want to know if a person is chosen at random who recall at least one dream, what is the probability of Group Y? Well, group Y would have, that were called, here we go, here's the ones, the sample that we're working on. The group Y people that were called One Dream would be 11 plus 68 would be a total of 79. Out of how many people? Well, we would add these two together. That's the total number of people that had more than one dream, which would be 164. So the answer is 79 over 164. All right, maybe we can tackle the rest of them in the next